to eat. Kamala Harris, why is she in my DM? Huh? She stay in my DM. Oh, y'all be thinking I'm playing. I'm not playing. Kamala.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Little different setup today. I got a webcam, so we're testing out the webcam, and we're also testing out the microphone. I have to use the old school headphones because I don't have another. I just bought a laptop the other day. I don't have another USB port, so I have to buy the extender so then I can hook up more stuff to it. So, we doing a little upgrade here and there. Be proud of me. Thank you. But how do I sound and how do I look? Is the picture okay? And is the sound okay? Let me know, please. Let me know. Do you like the new setup or should I just go back to the phone? Let me know. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Grandma Joy? It's weird because I'm used to looking at the chat on my phone, but I can't. I have to look over to the side. I'm gonna work that out. What's up, Benita? Okay, sound is okay. Okay, good. What's up, Judge Evie? A hot met. You must be looking in the mirror. Zoshi, okay, good. Okay, Jay, okay. All right, Yolanda, Jackie. What's up, Jackie? Sounds clear. Okay, good. Okay, I'm happy. Well, we're going to have a good show today. First, we're going to start out with that mayor. We're going to talk about Eric Adams. He's indicted 5 counts. Not a surprise. A lot of people thought he was probably going to get indicted. He knew he was getting indicted. But a lot of people were trying to connect with Whitehead and Diddy. No, he's been doing what he's been doing for over a decade now, since 2014. That's how far back it goes. This guy literally has been running scams for basically a campaign finance scam, wire fraud, all that, 5 different counts. Now, what the problem is that he's trying to solicit and get foreign nationals to give money. That's illegal because what's going on over there, the Turkish people are giving him money and he's like, okay, well, you can build this here in New York. You can build this. So they're leveraging him as a way of getting what they want. Yeah, that's definitely illegal. And then on top of that, there's this thing called oh man, how did I forget the name? Matching. It's a matching fund program, right? So say if you give $250, right? Well, they can match it up to 1 to 8 times or something. So this man done walked away with 10-12 million. It ain't looking good. And a lot of y'all who live in New York, y'all been talking about him. Y'all have been talking about him. So shout out to the real New Yorkers, but y'all been talking about him. Yeah, he's no good at all. Running scams on top of scams on top of scams. You cannot trust Eric Adams. Now, he did release a statement, but of course, he's denying everything, blah, 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 blah. We heard that. But I want to go ahead and play the press conference for us right here. Let me pull it up. I'm going to get a desk so then I can put everything in front of me so y'all don't have to look at my wide, big-ass head. We doing what we doing, y'all. Don't judge me.
Scandal erupting in New York City. Federal authorities in Southern District of New York coming before the cameras now to reveal the charges. Let's get straight to the presser.
Conspiracy in which he solicited and knowingly accepted illegal campaign contributions from foreign donors and corporations. As we allege, Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal. And even though he knew these contributions were attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him. We also allege that the mayor sought and accepted well over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits from some of the same foreign actors who arranged many of the illegal campaign contributions. These benefits included free international business class flights and opulent hotel rooms in foreign cities. The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public.
Oh, and if you look at the indictment, shout out to Couture Bay, there were like luxury suites. Like, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I might have took a couple of trips to Turkey. Turkey is the new Dubai, but we'll keep going.
Disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what. But as we allege, year after year after year, he kept the public in the dark. He told the public he received no gifts, even though he was secretly being showered with them. We allege that Adams accepted these benefits knowing that they were given to him because of his position. And in exchange for some of those improper benefits, he intervened in the New York City Fire Department's inspection process for a building owned and operated by the Turkish government, allowing it to open even though it had not passed the fire inspection. The corruption alleged in the indictment is, as I said, long running. As we allege in the indictment, Adams' solicitation of illegal campaign contributions began in 2018. After he started raising funds for his 2021 mayoral campaign, he agreed to take contributions offered by multiple Turkish businessmen, several of whom he met in Turkey. Adams knew that these wealthy individuals could not legally donate in a US election. Federal law clearly prohibits foreign donations. That's how we protect our elections from foreign influence.
So I don't remember it talking about this particular part in the it says it in the indictment, but not I don't think it said it in the press conference, what I'm trying to say. So one of the things that Eric and his staffer would do, because that's what, remember, they subpoenaed and gathered up all the phones and stuff like that. Well, this was the reason. The Turkish people would contact the nationalists. They would contact the staffer, and that was like the intermediator between the two. And so when they would fly to these places, what Eric and his staffer would do is just buy like a regular economy seat or something like that. Well, then when the Turkish nationals would get the number or whatever the flight number is, they would then go ahead and upgrade it for him to first class and blah, blah, blah. So on record, it would look like, oh, well, I got the receipts here. I paid for my ticket over there, and I paid for my ticket. It was also France, Ghana, a few other places. So they would just buy regular economy and then give like the flight number. Then the Turkish nationals would upgrade it for him. So that was like his go around. So when Eric talks about like he has receipts and all this stuff, that's what he did. He found a go around, as well as telling his staffers, don't put that in the campaign funds and all that. Like, don't give that record. You're supposed to put everything on record that you get. The bribery, that's where he's indicted on bribery too. All right, let's continue.
Yet Adams directed his staff to pursue this illegal money to support his campaign for mayor. And as we allege, Adams continued to pursue foreign money in secret well into 2021. And it didn't stop with his first campaign for mayor. As we allege, in 2023, the mayor rekindled these corrupt relationships, seeking more illegal campaign contributions from some of the same foreign sources to support his re-election campaign. Adams also took contributions that broke other laws. As we allege, he sought contributions from businessmen far in excess of what the law allowed. He also allegedly sought contributions from corporations, which are not allowed to contribute at all in New York City elections. Many of those illegal corporate contributions were organized by the same people who organized the illegal foreign contributions. And Adams allegedly disguised them all in the same way, by accepting the money through so-called straw donors. A straw donor contributes someone else's money, hiding the money's illegal source, such as a foreign businessman, a corporation, or a wealthy New Yorker who has already contributed the maximum amount allowed.
This kind of reminds me of we didn't talk about it over here, but have y'all heard how like the Russians were paying like certain influencers, well, not influencers, but YouTube channels like the Tim Pool and stuff like that? They would pay them like $400K to do 6 videos a month. Listen, if you pay me $400K to do 6 videos, I'm gonna do the videos. I ain't gonna lie. $400K, that's a lot of money. But they're paying them $400K a month to do 6 videos, and they were all basically pro-Russia. Ain't that something? I mean, 6 videos for $400K. I would be suspicious of that, even if my channel is at a certain amount or whatever, because they have millions of subscribers. Let's not play. But to do 6 videos for only $400K, I would be a little suspicious. Like, what they're doing is basically acting stupid. Like, oh, I didn't know. They just offered me this, blah, blah, blah. Come on now. 6 videos for $400K a month. Like, that, even when you are like a big timer, the RPM, CPM, it's not even that much to where you're making $400K just off of 6 videos. Unless you're like Mr. Beast. And even then, Mr. Beast might have questioned it like, 6 videos, $400K? Yeah, them people ran off with millions. So yeah, that's what that kind of reminded me of. Like, they were covering up who, because basically the Russians were doing it through a shell company. And then basically the straw donors, that's what that is, a shell donor who you don't know who it is because the people done gave the max.
And as we allege, Adams circumvented all of these laws, taking contributions from exactly the sources the law prohibits, all to benefit his mayoral campaigns. Now, Adams also personally benefited from the illegal conduct alleged in the indictment. Adams solicited and accepted over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits for years from wealthy Turkish business people and at least one Turkish government official seeking to gain influence over him. Adams started accepting undisclosed luxury travel benefits at least as early as 2016. He took these benefits nearly every year through 2021. Here are some of the benefits that we uncovered during our investigation. In 2016, Adams flew to India through Turkey and received 2 free round-trip upgrades for business class seats.
Okay,
that's the highest class on Turkey's national airline. Those upgrades were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2017, Adams accepted free business class tickets for himself and his travel companions to France, Turkey, and China. And he was put up in the Bentley suite in the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. All of that was worth more than $41,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. Also in 2017, he flew to China, again, through Turkey, and accepted 2 free business class tickets for himself and a companion. Those were worth more than $16,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2018, he flew to Hungary through Turkey and accepted free upgrades for business class seats. Those were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2019, he flew to Turkey and accepted a free upgrade to business class for his companion and a free stay in a lavish suite at the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. That was worth more than $9,000. And again, none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2021, Adams solicited business.
Hold on. I forgot to ask, is Eric Adams married, you guys? Do you know that? I'll look it up real quick, but is he married? Because who was the friend that he was taking on these a lot? Because again, one said staffers and another one said companion. Who was Eric taking on these lavish trips? Like, he wasn't going alone, you guys. He was going with somebody. No, he's not. Oh, Lord. No telling who it is. You know what? Let me not even get into that. Let me continue. I'm sorry.
Business class tickets to Istanbul, stays at luxury hotels and resorts, yacht tours, and meals. As we allege, he asked to pay a nominal fee for all of this in order to disguise what we allege were, in fact, bribes. He canceled that trip at the very last minute, but the benefits that he solicited were worth more than $21,000. And later in 2021, Adams flew to Ghana, again, through Turkey, and accepted free business class ticket upgrades and other gifts while he was on a layover in Istanbul. Those benefits were worth more than $12,000. And just like all the other benefits I've just run through, none of it was publicly disclosed. Now, I want to be clear. These upgrades and freebies were not part of some frequent flyer or loyalty program available to the general public. As we allege, this was a multi-year scheme to buy favor with a single New York City politician on the rise, Eric Adams. Now, this is a chart with all of the undisclosed travel benefits that we uncovered during the investigation. We just list it all out here. You see the year, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021. The destination, India all the way to Ghana. The benefits, the free upgrades or free tickets altogether, the hotel stays, and the value. And if you just sum up all the dollar amounts here, you get to more than $100,000. And of course, as I said before, every single trip that we list here was undisclosed.
Yeah, he wasn't going to disclose any of that. He knew not to. He told his staffers not to do it. I read the indictment. Shout out to Couture because she posted it. But yeah, he told his staffers, don't put that in there. Do not put, those lavish trips and stuff like that. He knew what was coming. He knew.
As we allege in the indictment, in addition to not disclosing these benefits, Adams sometimes created fake paper trails to try to cover up the travel benefits he solicited and received. Let me give you one example. Adams wrote emails to his staff suggesting he paid for his 2017 business class flights on the Turkish airline when, as we allege, he did not.
Shout out to Denitria real quick because she's working hard. Can you guys please hit that like button? Thank you.
Those flights were worth a lot of money. Just one ticket alone cost more than $10,000. But months after taking the flights, Adams wrote an email to a staff member and told the staff member that he had left cash in her desk drawer and that she should send the money to the Turkish airline to pay for a trip he had already taken. As the indictment makes clear, that's just a clumsy cover-up. Now, just because Adams received benefits for free, that doesn't mean that there weren't strings attached. As we allege, a particular Turkish government official behind many of the benefits Adams sought and accepted gave Adams all these things to gain influence over him. We allege that Adams knew that and took the benefits anyway. We allege that when the Turkish government official needed him, Adams also took corrupt official action in exchange for some of the luxury travel benefits. In 2021, the Turkish government official was trying to open a brand new high-rise building in Manhattan that would house Turkey's consulate. There was significant time pressure because the Turkish official desperately needed the building to be open in time for a visit from Turkey's president. This building was important to the Turkish official, and it was important to Turkey. But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed an inspection. And not just that. Some of the people at the FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy. So the Turkish official sent word to Adams that it was, quote, his turn, unquote, to support Turkey. And as we allege, Adams delivered and pressured the fire department to let the building open. The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down.
There we go.
And so they did. They got out of the way and let the building open. The Turkish official got what he wanted. And as we explained in the indictment, just 4 days after Adams held.
Now, what happens when that building falls down, topples down, or a fire breaks out and people can't get out? Earthquake, hurricane knocks it. Like, come on now. It's a whole safety hazard.
Hold up his end of the bargain. He went right back to soliciting more travel benefits from the Turkish airline. Now, I want to make 3 things crystal clear. First, the conduct alleged in the indictment, the foreign money, the corporate money, the bribery, the years of concealment is a grave breach of the public's trust. Public office is a privilege. We allege that Mayor Adams abused that privilege and broke the law. Laws that are designed to ensure that officials like him serve the people not the highest bidder, not a foreign bidder, and certainly not a foreign power. These are bright red lines, and we allege that the mayor crossed them again and again for years. That is the only reason we are here today. Second, this investigation continues. We continue to dig, and we will hold more people accountable. And I encourage anyone with information to come forward and to do so.
So this is just like the Diddy. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. Okay. Can you guys see me in my back? Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, I'm back. So this is just like the Diddy case. Like they're still doing a thorough investigation and more indictments are going to come. What I'm assuming with Eric Adams is that it's going to more than likely be some of his staffers and the people that went along with this. Any American citizen tied to Turkey probably will be indicted too. I mean, there's nothing you can really do to anybody over in Turkey. Like, you know, that's their country. It is what it is. But for any Turkish American, I would be worried if you were involved in this, trying to pressure him to, you know, say, hey, we need this building open for our president to come over so we can have that consulate. It's a lot of dirty stuff. And like I said, them staffers, them employees, just like the fire marshals and stuff, should be all like, I felt I was pressured. If I didn't do it, I would be fired. They better go with that excuse, because if they don't, more than likely they're going to be indicted. Also, the reason why I wanted to bring this up too is because a lot of people were thinking like, okay, well, he's connected to Diddy and Whitehead. They're all criminals, but the thing is that they're on a different level of criminality. This is more like the typical white collar crime and stuff like that. And so was Bishop Whitehead. It was more white collar crime. Diddy, it's a black, blue, purple, orange color crime. I don't know what color that crime is, but that crime is definitely a crime. It's not your typical white color crime. Now, and I don't know how much jail time Eric Adams is looking at. I don't know if anybody knows that in here. I wasn't able to find that information. Miss Barbara, I do see you, but please let me do my show, okay? Thank you, sweetie. All right. So I don't know how much time he's looking at. They didn't arrest him or anything like that. So it seems that they're going to let him continue to be mayor. Again, to kick Eric Adams out, the governor can make that decision. So if it's Kathy Herschel, right? What's her name, y'all? What's y'all mayor name? Not mayor, governor name in New York. Kathy Herschel. Is that how you say it? I'm not German. I don't know how to say it, but Kathy, right? She can make the decision to be like, all right, we're going to get your ass up out of here and, you know, kick him out. After that, I don't know if y'all do a special election or who gets the job, if the mayor gets it. I don't know all that. I'm not educated on that. But I do know that the governor has to be the one to make that decision. Hochul. He has to get impeached. Yeah. He should step down. It don't seem like he's going to step down, y'all. His press conference, and mind you, he was getting heckled at the press conference. His press conference and everything like that, it doesn't seem like they're going to, or him per se. And he had people around him. Now, I don't know who those people were around him, but he had black people around him. It was all for show. He knows he's guilty. You're literally bribing people and taking money from a foreign national and then bypassing laws to get them what they want. And they're saying, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and you say vice versa. And just like he said, after he did the thing for the building, he got more trips. Yeah, you going to jail, homie. You going to jail. Do not collect 200. Go straight to jail. Does anybody feel bad for Eric Adams? Let me ask y'all. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Would you say Eric Adams is guilty or innocent? Guilty or innocent? Go ahead and put it in the chat before we move on to the next topic. Wow. Everybody and their mama said guilty. I don't think one person put innocent. Yeah. Oh, so y'all really don't like Eric, huh? Y'all been wanting to get him the hell up out of there for a while. Okay. All right. I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't mad at you. Oh. Okay. So we're going to talk about Michael Eric Dyson and Nancy Mace, who is the congresswoman in South Carolina. So I don't know if you guys seen this exchange a while ago, but basically she was mispronouncing Kamala's name. And she was calling her Kamala, walla, walla, walla. Mind you, the issue is that she knows what the lady's name is. Now, let me just say this. Do I think everybody who gets Kamala Harris' name wrong racist? No. But if you get her name wrong on purpose, yes, it is racist. And I'm going to go ahead and explain this picture to you guys after we watch the video, because I want to stress the importance of why it matters about getting her name right. Let me go ahead and pull it right here. Oh, see, this is why I need a team of people helping me, because I ain't even got the video ready. Look at that, y'all. Okay, I got it. So we're going to watch the exchange and then what Nancy did in response, and then we'll watch Michael Eric Dyson. We'll watch his response to everything that happened.
We'll talk about rerun Kamala's.
You almost got it.
I will say Kamala's name any way that I want to.
No, but you mispronounced her. You also misjudged her.
You're purposely
mispronouncing her name. That's what we're supposed to acknowledge her humanity.
If I purposely mispronounce your name, that would not be appropriate. Policies are Joe Biden's policies. She owns it.
You're normalizing that kind of viciousness, man.
33 times.
She was
the vice on Joe Biden's bill. We know that times the deciding vote on Joe Biden's bills in the Senate.
Let me just say this, because this congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
So now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't racist.
That is complete.
You don't have to intend racism to accomplish
you are intending that
your disrespect of Kamala Harris is part and parcel of the tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman. Why can't you just?
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm saying what the practice is racist.
You are.
No, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor,
this gentleman said, I didn't know her name. He's trying to do it.
Is her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
white women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is, to tell them they're not real women.
25 years ago, I became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military college of South Carolina. I fought my way through it.
Pronounce her name right.
And Kamala Harris, if
Kamala, you said it was
Nancy.
It's Kamala. You're doing this on purpose,
Congressman. Record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
The guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the other.
Umar, when you need him, because Michael Eric Dyson just got snowbunnied. The worst part about this is that he is married. He is a married man with those flirt. Come on now. And then after, you had that exchange with the woman, like you were trying to be coy with her and be cool. It kind of reminds people why they don't like politics, because like you see these people fighting, but really they're friends behind the scenes and all. Oh yeah, that was good. Blah, blah, blah. So he basically exposed that. Now, whether or not the messages were flirtatious or not, pretty much was, because here's the thing. Now, Michael Eric Dyson want to say, oh, yeah, she is a racist. I do think. At first I didn't, but now she is, because she used a black man and blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. You gave her ammunition. Now, being peaceful with someone saying, oh, great show, have a nice day. But you taking five different photos with her. There was a selfie in there. Like, he took 5 different photos with this woman. 5 different photos. After you got on your high horse talking about how she disrespecting this black woman by saying her name wrong and stuff like that, you still decide to take pictures with her and call, oh, your gorgeousness in the fuck. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm like, this man is, he was Snowbunnied. Now, he did have a response. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
This is our complete text exchange that she says proves I was trying to hit on her. We were on CNN together. She was vicious. She was nasty. She refused to call Kamala Harris by her right name. We had a bitter exchange about that. She claims in the interview that I called her racist when I went out of my way to say she wasn't a racist. I said, you're a wonderful woman. But let me say this to you, because I know you probably didn't understand this or mean it. But when you call Kamala Harris out of her name, that is perpetuating a legacy of inequality and of white subordination of black people. Oh, so you call me a racist? No, I didn't. So she's looking for some reason to try to exploit the situation. This is the text exchange. I sent her, Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too. And then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was two bipolar opposites. Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her and she said, great pick. And I said, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face. And my point was, shh, don't tell anybody, because we are bipolar opposites. You're on one side of the spectrum and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. And she said, ha, 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 ha. And I said, well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that. And a little smiley face. Again, I'm just saying that trying to be nice to her in the belief and the effort that if I'm nice to her and I prove that we don't have any bitter consequences from our fracas on television, that we can be relatively kind to each other. And I'm being nice to her. There's no hitting on you. I said, by the way, I've spoken twice at the Citadel. She said, oh, that's awesome. And sent 3 American flags. And I hit the exclamation point. She put a heart on the, well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that. Then she removed the heart two days later because she knew she was up to some mayhem. I ain't tried to hit on this woman on no day. Then later on, she called me and Keith Boykin, my fellow panelists, boys. So here I am trying to be nice to her, to be gracious to her, to compliment her, to suggest that she was, a human being, that she had been wonderful. I said she looked gorgeous that night. Now she's trying to turn this into me hitting on you. She removed the heart. These are other people that I interacted with recently, my friend. I ain't hitting on Nancy Mace. I often acknowledge people's gorgeousness, and men's too, by everybody. So my point is that this is a woman trying to exploit a situation, trying to pretend as if I was trying to hit on her. She literally has that text exchange that I read the whole of it to you. I ain't trying to holler at her. I ain't trying to be with her. I have not dated white women. Not that that's a problem. All 3 of my wives have been 7 to 11 years older. Again, where in that text exchange am I hitting on you? No, what you're trying to do is generate nastiness and viciousness because you're so bitter because you got your butt whipped that night, because I told you then that what you were doing is wrong. And let me correct one thing I did say. That night I said, you're a wonderful woman. And then I said, I know you don't intend to do this. And she said, oh, are you calling me a racist? And of course I said, no, I wasn't. Let me correct myself. You are a racist. You are a racially charged, small-minded, bigoted person who is trying to exploit a situation to try to make people believe that I was hitting on you when I've just now read the entire exchange, which is false. I've read other exchanges with people where I've called them gorgeous and wasn't trying to hit on them. And so your attempt is sad and sorry, but your bigoted, racist attempt will not succeed. Ain't nobody trying to holler at you. And if you're that desperate that you need a black man to holler at you, I'm not the one to do it. There are plenty on your side who can do that, ma'am, but you got the wrong brother in me.
I'm one of those people who believe in keep the same energy. And obviously with him, he wasn't trying to keep the same energy. You trying to be buddy with her behind the scenes, especially with the shh. Because the whole shh, don't tell anybody, that could be taken in multiple different ways, considering, yes, you are a married man. And I get the optic of like, oh, well, I'm trying to show 2 people can be on different sides, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I believe that as well, too. I believe that 2 people from different coins or different political parties can be friends. However, Like I said, that woman is specifically saying her name wrong. Just know her saying her name wrong, and because she actually does know Kamala Harris's name, is a major issue. It's a major issue. You knew that woman was trying to be disrespectful, but you still decided to take a picture with her and be cool with her, and then she played your ass like she was supposed to do. Nancy Mace played your ass like she was supposed to do. And now look at you. You had to do a video. That video was like 7 minutes long. That was just a little clip. Basically crying and boohoo and talking about, oh, well, she did this and, she is a racist. No. When you was on CNN, you said she was not a racist. You said, oh, well, I'm not saying that. I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. No, you should have stuck with your first instinct. Don't come back later and be like, oh, well, see what she was trying to do. Listen, this was in her playbook. Nancy Mace is one of those MAGA people. Like, she's not some regular, normal person. So you allowed yourself to be Snowbunnied, and this is what you get. I don't feel bad for him. Now, I want to go about the whole name thing and correlate to why that's racist, why it's a problem. Now, saying Kamala or Kamala, that's not inherently just racist. But like I said, getting her name wrong on purpose is racist. And the reason why is because when they say Kamala, they want you to think of this guy over on the left. Over on the right. I'm sorry. Woo. Over on the right. I don't know my right and left. I'm sorry. They want you to think about this guy. Y'all remember the old school wrestler Kamala? The old school wrestler from Kamala. He was supposed to be from Uganda, even though he was American. He was supposed to be from Uganda. He was and he wouldn't talk. And he didn't talk English or whatever. The reason why they keep calling her Kamala and mispronouncing her name is because they want you to think ethnic. They want you to think of Africa when you say her name. They want you to think of Africa when you say her name. Even though her name is Hindi, they want you to think of Africa. So if they say Kamala, then you'll think, oh, this lady's ethnic. I'm not going to vote for her because she's probably African. I'm going to even do it a little, I'm going to go deeper into it. Barack Hussein Obama. Notice they make it apparent not to just say Barack Obama or Obama. They make it apparent to say Barack Hussein Obama. You know why? Because Saddam Hussein. Let's make him sound more ethnic. Remember, there was a whole rumor he wasn't from America. He was a Muslim, even though he's Christian. All this other stuff, because they want you to think terrorists when you think of Barack Obama. This is why they made sure to add in the Hussein when they say Barack Obama. They say Barack Hussein Obama because they want you to think of a tyrant. Because they're all like, if you vote for this guy, Barack Hussein Obama, he's going to be like Saddam Hussein, and you don't want no Muslim controlling your country. That's what the issue is, and that's what the problem is. Just like how they say Kamala, they want you to think of African, they want you to think of ethnic. They want you to think of the other. It's a whole psychological thing. Thank you, Bama girl. Yeah. It's a whole psychological thing. This is why they're mispronouncing, because in the longer clip of that CNN exchange, she said her name right. She was like Kamala, and then she said, "Oh, I mean Kamala." They know what they're doing. These things are purposely being done on purpose, and that's why they are racist. So when Michael came back and was like, "Oh no, I don't think you're racist. That's not what I'm saying." No, you should have kept that same energy. That's what the problem was. So just think about that. Again, you can argue with policy. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with arguing with policy, but we're not going to play dumb and play stupid like we don't know the reason why they're saying her name wrong. you know, at a time when she first was out, okay, I get you saying it wrong. But now that this lady might be our potential president, get her name right. Get her name right. That's it. But, you know, if you have a slip of the tongue, like I had posted a video on Facebook of Kaya saying, she was all like, Kamala, you know, but she wasn't trying to be disrespectful, because she actually said like, oh, that's who we voting for. We voting for Kamala Harris, but she said Kamala, but that was a slip of the tongue. Kaya wasn't trying to be disrespectful. So that's the difference. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that. And shout out to Juice, because she did send me a text. So Eric Adams is looking up to like 45 years. 45 years in jail, potentially, if he's convicted of this stuff. Again, I don't know if he's going to be arrested or what they plan on doing, but it ain't looking good for him. It's not. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys heard this too. Eric Adams, I forgot to say this, but he's hired one of Jay-Z's lawyers. I forgot the name of the lawyer, but it's one of Jay-Z's lawyers. So he's trying to basically get the best lawyer out there. Trust me, he gonna need it. Okay, we got Miss Barbara up here. Let me put on my headphones because I can't. I'm gonna buy you USB port today so I can. We gonna work it out, y'all. Okay, let's let Miss Barbara up here. Hey, Miss Barbara, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you for allowing me up. You know,
yeah, no problem.
I charged my phone so I could show y'all some pictures. I want to show y'all that I work for Strategies, the people that help get Eric Wright elected. I gave you an exclusive on your panel and told you that Mayor Adams was allowing for over 7 years illegal dispensaries to sell poison. Okay. And I told you that these men looked like they came from India. Now, listening to all of these trips, that's not about trips. That's about money. I seen them clock millions. And every time he put me in handcuffs, I looked in those police recorders and they recorded me. I told him he was going to go down. He was going to get arrested. In return, you could go to my page, God is my witness, because I got judges and lawyers and the district attorney and the marshals investigating this situation that I'm telling you, because I was moved in the witness protection program. That's how I got these people going to investigate what Mayor Adams has been doing to me. He blackballed me because I've been reporting that he's been selling illegal marijuana everywhere I'm at. He had to close the dispensaries, and everywhere that I put on my YouTube page, he closed the illegal dispensaries. This was not about trips. This was about money. And being that I worked out there as American gangsters, they was making millions, baby. Millions. Not no, millions, I'm telling you. And they've been doing this for years.
So, question for you. Do you know who the dispensaries are owned by?
The people from Banquash. It wasn't Black Americans. It's these people that look like they come from the land of India. That's why I personally stepped up. I told all of the Black people that opened up in my area, the illegal spots, I said, y'all, don't come after me because I got to get these MFs closed. I'm going to report them, and I'm going to report that the mayor is not closing them down. You understand?
Okay, because I just wanted to ask, because the thing is that it mentioned Turkey in there. I mean, it mentioned that he went to trips to India, but I didn't see this in the indictment.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where the people are from. They just look like the from the land of India. And I know they foreign men. They was clocking millions for 7 years. After I got blackballed out of telling on them judges and lawyers in Tompkins County.
How did you get blackballed? Like from TV or?
No.
We just want to understand how you got blackballed.
Okay, a blackball list is when political people come against you and stop you from getting things. You understand? And being that I was reported, because all of this is notated and documented, you could contact Judge Rossler of Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York. It's documented that they was blackballing me because I was reporting that they were stealing housing preservation development money and taking advantage of Black people's civil rights and murked my friend Corey Henderson. I was reporting all of that. So I was too proud. I was running my mouth so much that they blackballed me.
Now, did you look up the business license to see who it's actually registered to? Because I didn't see that in the indictment. That's why I'm just asking. Because
most of the people in Bronx, New York, and most of the people in New York City, most of them are Jewish that own the property. They was renting this property. Then they actually bought houses in my community where I'm at, Parkchester. They done bought mostly all of this property up with bankwash money, baby, because on the corner, I asked this man because they was coming in like floodgates, like Moses. I'm telling you, they was coming in like floodgates. And I'm the one, I'm gonna get to the bottom dollar. I asked this man, how y'all get this money? $800,000 loan, $800,000. So now that's why I'm running my mouth. For then I'm calling CNN because they said anybody that this mayor have done something to, call them, and I'm going to be calling them. Pastor Manny was supposed to help me with this, so help me God. I gave you the first exclusive AT2, and you're going to see that I did. You're going to see that I did. You're going to see that I'm telling you the truth about this mayor. And this,
you know, I hope we do, because it wasn't listed in the indictment, Miss Barbara.
Listen, not yet. Those ain't about no trips to Turkish. It's not about no trips, my man. A black man don't want to go hang out in Turkeys to have a vacation. It's about money. All of those first class trips was to put money.
But nothing was mentioned about dispensaries. That's what where your issue is.
Not yet. Not yet. No, they're not going to mention that illegal marijuana. That's why everybody resigned. Everybody that was supposed to be bringing recognition, the fire department, everybody in New York City. The Democrats are depleting New York City. I'm charging my phone. I'm gonna show you.
So I just want to know, Miss Barbara. So you don't know who owns the dispensaries. You just know they look something else.
No, I'm telling you that the Jewish people rented them. Mayor Adams allowed these storefronts to stay open for years. Who owns the dispensaries was men from another nation, because I walked in there and I asked them and I seen the big dogs. That's what I do. I find out who got that money. And I went in there and I told him his ass was going to be closed down.
Did it get closed down?
Yeah, they all closed down in my area. You could check just inquire.
But how did that tie into Eric Adams? Because we didn't see that on the indictment.
Because not yet. Once again, it ties in because he runs the city of New York. And how can you let 3 weed dispensaries be opened up in every block in the ghettos of America and not know about it for 7 years? That's what got me tight. I'm like, y'all.
Isn't marijuana legal in New York?
You have to buy the license. You have to have the license over $100,000 to open them up.
So they bought the license and they have $100,000. So I'm just trying to find the illegal part.
They did not buy the license. That's the legal part. They wasn't supposed to be.
They didn't buy the license. Do you know that for a fact?
Yes, because the license wasn't even approved by Washington to open up certain spots, certain places. You know what? AT2, you left.
I think that's local. I don't think it has to come from Washington. I just
always think that Barbara Coleman is a joke, a fool, a clown. But I bet you believe this, baby. I'm dying for what I'm talking about. And I mean everything I say. And you could go to my page and you could see it's not a joke. When I first opened up apartments available in New York City, I'm going to report. When somebody is going against my black people, I'm going to report it. And I didn't appreciate Mayor Adams kicking our young black people out for selling marijuana and giving it to these people from a foreign land. And then the gang members had to start selling fentanyl and drugs. And I told the gang members in my area, y'all going to put that shit down and y'all going to start back selling your marijuana, because I'm closing up all these spots. And every time Miss Barbara Coleman got arrested in New York City, I made sure I put my face in those police officer cameras. And I'm 43rd precinct, baby. I'm not anonymous. I'm not joking.
But what were they arresting you for? Like, what were you doing to get arrested?
I went to Section 8. First of all, they was taking Black Americans Section 8 like candy. My Section 8 lady in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, had to hold my voucher for a whole year, which is unheard of. It's not even illegal, but you do what you gotta do, because she know Miss Barbara Coleman wasn't a joke and was going to report this, and she wasn't going to lose her pension and her federal job. Okay, because you laughing, but when you walk in that office, my man, and they taking away a black family Section 8 and throwing them in a shelter and giving a Jewish man $9,000 and $12,000, you think that's a joke?
Miss Barbara, because here's the thing, I don't think you crazy. I don't. I honestly don't think you're crazy. What I do think is that you're unorganized and not structured. What I do believe is that what you're seeing is, let me finish because this is my show. What you're seeing is the disparities in our community and how us Black Americans, ADOS, FBAs, whatever our names are at the time, what you're seeing is us getting the short end of the stick.
No,
what you're seeing is us being, can I finish because this is my show? Thank you. What you're seeing is us not getting what we deserve. And not only what we deserve, what is rightfully ours. And I totally understand that sentiment.
No,
but
that's not sentiment. I was in the witness protection program, okay? I'm risking my life telling you this, okay? I was in the witness protection program for 30 years. I talked to the district attorney of Manhattan. I'm telling you what I know. And I'm telling you that the mayor of New York City was allowing these people from those countries to sell illegal marijuana that have
okay, but was it on the indictment? You keep saying not yet, but did you call the number and get it on the indictment? I don't see you had called the number. Did you call the number? Yes or no? Answer that right now. Did you call the number?
Baby, I'm gonna call it. Go to my page. I guarantee you.
Okay, go ahead and call it then. Thank you for coming up, Miss Barbara. Love you. All right. Anybody else want to come up? Oh man, it's flat line. You know how Miss Barbara do. Is she a character? But you gotta love Miss Barbara. Hello, everybody. Thank you. No, it was just that. Okay, all right. Well, did you call the number? Miss Barbara said she called the number. So if Miss Barbara said she called the number, she called the number. But yeah, let them know. But I think the same questions that AT2 have, the FBI is going to ask the same question. The Fed's going to want to know, okay, well, did you look at the business license? Do you know who it's attached to? Like what Miss Barbara is saying, I understand what she's saying is like basically, oh, and Angie, I should have asked her your question. Hold on, I'm sorry. I should have asked her that question. Is she mad because basically the street vendors, quote unquote, are being iced out instead of, and now you have these businesses and stuff like that, which I mean is true. Like who buys illegal? I mean, you can still get it on the street, but most people go to the dispensaries now. It's two different things, you know, it's two different things. So again, but the FBI is going to ask these questions like, okay, how do you know this? So it's illegal. Are you sure it's illegal? Like, how does this tie into Eric Adams? You know, that's what I think that's what the chat wanted to know. How does this tie into Eric? Like, yeah, we know he's corrupt, but that wasn't listed in the indictment. Nothing about that. So that's what we needed clarity on, and that's what we were not getting. But you know, we love Miss Barbara. We love her passion. We love, you know, how she feels about things. We just want her to vote. I still don't think Miss Barbara is even registered to vote. But don't forget www.vote.org. Make sure you guys register. Please send me your registration showing that you registered so you can go in the raffle on October 1st. So don't forget that. But yeah, we just want to make sure. Hold on. Let me ask Miss Barbara if she actually registered. Hold on. Let me ask. Hold on. Let me put in my headset. Hold on, y'all. Miss Barbara, you there? Miss Barbara? Miss Barbara.
Drop the link.
Miss Barbara. Are you okay? I don't think she's there. All right. But put it in the chat if you no, Miss Barbara, it still says you're there. You don't have to click the link. It still says you're there. I'll drop it for you again. Okay. I'll kick this other one out then. Let me kick this one out. Kick out studio. Yes, kick out yes. Yeah, she was on panel. Ooh, by the way, Judge, I heard you was in court. When we gonna get that exclusive on your channel? We want to know. But we'll let that slide for now. No, I just want to ask Miss Barbara one question. I don't know if she's gonna come back up or not. We got a little time. Oh, hold on. I'm so disrespectful. Thank you, Tanisha. I appreciate that. Thank you. That helps a lot since I got all this money on this laptop, the webcam, the microphone I already had. I have a head, not a headset, but what do you call it? Headphones. Thank you, Tanisha. I appreciate that. Oh, we got Miss ATL Stan. Hey, Miss ATL Stan, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I just want to say, why are you treating Miss Barbara like this a Vlad interview? Listen, if she said
me,
she told, yes, you was like, she said all her, her gang affiliations or whatever, and how she told the drug dealers to stop dealing and told them to stop doing the fentanyl. Like, you trying to get her into RICO, okay? She already been in witness protection, and you want her to tell all her business. You gotta protect black women, okay? Stop
no, Miss Barbara do it to herself, though.
Listen, don't ask her no more questions, okay? You should be like, you know what? Let's not talk about this on the YouTubes, okay? You trying to get her caught up. That's how they got the YSL. Okay, they might be talking on social media. You gotta stop it, okay? Don't get her next. Free Miss Barbara. That's all I want to say.
Free Miss Barbara. Okay, I gotta protect Miss Barbara. Okay, I get you.
Protect Miss Barbara, okay? We're gonna act like I want her to feel like we can believe her, but at the same time, I don't want nobody else to believe nothing she says, because I don't want her to get locked up, okay?
I love Miss Barbara. I love her passion, but do I believe it? That's the thing.
I'm just saying, but don't be asking her too many questions. Don't get her caught up. She's gonna start saying names. She wanted to put up pictures. Just don't do it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Okay, I won't. All right. Thank you, Miss ATL Stan.
All right, bye.
Oh man. I promise I ain't trying to get Miss Barbara caught up in nothing. Listen, I just want to ask her one question. If she's actually registered. That's all I want to ask her. I don't think that question is going to, whatchamacallit, you can just send me like because when you go on there, it'll tell you whether or not you're still registered. Like if you're already registered, just send me that says like you're already registered on the website or whatever. Do you have if you have the card, yeah, just block out your address if you have a card. We don't get a card here. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Oh, Miss Barbara. Oh, she ain't coming up. Free Miss Barbara. Hashtag free Miss Barbara. Oh, here Miss Barbara is. Okay. Hey, Miss Barbara, you there?
Wait a minute. Can we get a call?
Yeah. I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear. You understand me? Let me explain something. Every time you're trying to help black people, all they try to do is destroy you. I'm willing to die for what I'm talking about. You ask anybody that know me, I'm willing to die. Miss ATL, pull up to New York, girlfriend. I swear to God, I'm willing to die for what I'm saying. You understand me? Don't play with me. This is my life. This man has been destroying my life. For over 40 years, I've been dealing with this bullshit. You don't know nothing. I've been in the district attorney office. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, but Eric hasn't been the mayor for 40 years.
Listen, for 7 years, I've been back. I've been noticing what's been going on. And I've been clocking him with these illegal weed dispensaries. These trips is not about no vacations. These trips is about money.
But who else besides Eric? Because that doesn't make any sense just to say it's Eric. Because he wasn't in office. Well, he was the borough president for. Does that have any political power though? Can somebody tell me in the chat the borough president? Does that have any? Does that have power, Miss Barbara?
Listen, when I went to strategies, right, I peeped what all of the Democrat parties was doing. I try to explain that to y'all. Y'all want to stay on what y'all on? Y'all stay on this. I'm in New York.
Okay, but what does it have to do with the Democrats? I'm not understanding.
It has everything to do. That's Mayor Eric Adams is a Democrat. Okay, and they're the one that's been stealing the money with their fake programs.
Well, only he's been accused of stealing money, not all of them.
Everybody resigned. AT2, let me tell you something. This is my word to Jesus Christ. Let everything I love. I'm telling you the truth. When I'm telling you, man, it's going to come out that this man has been collecting illegal money. They diminished the minds of the ghetto children, man. They put fentanyl in guava and allowed these men from a different nation to sell it to our kids in the ghetto. And that's when I had all of those weed spots closed.
Wait, guava like the juice?
No, guava is something that they made for the children to mix with the marijuana. It has fentanyl in it, and then they put fentanyl. Diane, would you tell them that I'm telling you?
Do you have a news article of that, Miss Barbara? I don't want to
be a witness to this. Would you explain to these people what they've been doing in New York City with them?
That's why every smoke shop is closed down in New York. That's the obvious.
Okay, and
that
what?
Shit is sprayed with Turks and fentanyl.
And who did it? Who rolled up on them and told them? You did. Thank you. I told them, man, I rolled up on them myself. And told them they was going to close these weeds down because they had my gang members outside in the street selling drugs and fentanyl because Mayor Adams gave them all the marijuana to sell, so they couldn't make no money in marijuana because they had all these.
Wait, so now you're saying because they can't sell the marijuana, they're forced to sell fentanyl?
Yes, they was because there was too many.
But because it's legal. That's why you can have dispensaries.
You cannot have a dispensary.
But even then, Miss Barbara, you're talking about facilitating selling of illegal substances. That's not a good thing. Why do you want them out on the corner? Why don't you have them learn a trade so then they can go to be in the workforce? You're encouraging them to sell marijuana, but now that the marijuana is legal, now you want to say, oh well, they can sell fentanyl now. No, that's not right.
Stop putting ignorance in my mouth. What I'm doing is want them.
No. You said it.
Of alcohol, like Al Capone lost the coalition of alcohol. I don't want the Black Americans to lose the coalition of marijuana. It will be legal, like we can have real, like they got these liquor stores. The Black Americans will be able to have the same stores. I'm not playing.
I don't think we actually own like the marijuana. I get what you're saying, but I don't think we actually owned it. Like it was ours. Like
because they diminished our children. They gave
just like Coke. We might have dispensed it out, but it came from another country and facilitated, through the government.
The reason why we have the right to sue the United States government is because they gave us jail, institution, and death, and right now they want to give the Jewish boy $10,000 to start his own weed dispensary business. Black Americans don't have $10,000. They're not going to get away with that. Just like they threw Al Capone in jail, and now Johnny Walker is walking all over selling his liquor legally. That's
what program is that they give $10,000 to the Jewish boys? What program is that?
It's rich people. You being that they claim the marijuana is now legal, the gang members supposed to have the first dibs on it, but there's a price on it that they don't have. You have to have 20,000 or 10,000 just to get into the application of it all. See, the year I was born, we had to fight to get on the bus. We had to fight for things. That's why we vote. See, the gang members are going to sue the United States of America for the coalition of marijuana.
Miss Barbara, you know how that sounds? The gang members are going to sue because they can't.
Right. It sounds wonderful.
Miss Barbara, you're literally talking about people who committed crimes.
They're human beings. They're my family members. They're my cousin. They're my brothers. You understand? They my neighbors.
I'm sure, but Miss Barbara, you don't know how that sounds. Like this is what Miss AT Alien Stan was trying to tell me. Like because you literally are getting yourself in trouble. Like please do not call the FBI and give them no information
Baby,
because you about to have.
Watch me. They already watch me. You have no idea what I'm talking about because you've been living in a kingdom castle. You understand? You ain't had no struggle, my man. You don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about we're going to fight for the coalition of marijuana. And that's meaning that we're going to be the only ones that's going to have the right to own the stores that sell that marijuana because they
now, if you want to have some kind of pact or get, a group of investors together to buy dispensaries, I can get on that.
No, we're not getting on that. We are going to stop this crap.
So you just want to do everything illegal. Okay, I got it. So, Ms. Barbara, are you actually registered to vote?
Stop pushing ignorance in my mouth. I said
no. This is what you're saying, Ms. Barbara. This is what you're saying.
I'm saying that United States is going to give the gang members the coalition of marijuana so it could be legal, so they can walk. And not only that, they're going to give them the right to sell their clothes on the corner of the ghettos that they live in, and also fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm saying reality. But
okay, so they're going to sell marijuana, fresh fruit, and vegetables. Okay, got you. All right. Thank you, Miss Barbara. I appreciate you. Have a good one. All right. All right, y'all. We done came to the hour. Oh, we had an hour 05. Okay, we came to the hour mark. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully, y'all were entertained. For those of you catching the replay, please let me know what you guys think about Eric Adams. He looking guilty, facing up to 45 years. Also, what do you think about Michael Eric Dyson and Nancy Mace? He was Snowbunnied today. See, that's what he get for trying to mess with that white woman. See what happened? Also the name thing as well, too, with the Kamala. See, now I done said Kamala now myself. With Kamala Harris and Barack Obama, please let me know what you think about that conversation as well, too. I'll probably slice up this video because definitely this part, I'm definitely have to slice up this part. It was off the hook. But anyway, I love y'all. Be safe. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Facebook as well too. Facebook, we're at 26K, almost at 27. Oh, on TikTok, I'm at 9,000 now. So 10K, I think you can get monetized. So I might be monetized on TikTok now. Dang, I'm gonna have to start using that more. But I love y'all. Be safe. Hit that like button. Thank you to Tanisha for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Anybody who Cash App, PayPal, Venmo me after the show, it's all love. I always like to thank the people. So you ain't even gotta worry about it. But we out of here. Love y'all. Deuces. We out.